Let's do an eyeshadow look, shall we? I just did my face on my Instagram stories. I don't think it'll be saved to highlights. It's not great. So right now I'm just putting my brightening Versailles on my lids from lash to brow, and then I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to go right here in the inner corner with it because it's pretty. I like the way it just brightens up my eyes. And I'm also going to come down just down here just to tidy up my under eyes. It's nice. I like this color a lot. I just can't use it as my main brightening, but it is nice for just tidying some things up. Okay, I'm going to go into my setting powder and I'm going to set this and forget it. Set it and forget it, like shake and bake, right? All right, so I'm just going to tap some setting powder here because I feel shiny. My skin has been so oily. Oh God, I got a breakout over here too. Let's just pop a little bit of this on here. Got a breakout, need hormonal breakout. So bad. Okay, gonna pop a little bit of this powder on over it. All right, let's do our eyes, shall we? All right, I wanna do something really, really so simple because I'm sweater weather. So let's get my favorite brush out that I didn't get out ahead of time because I never do. Smudge brush. All right, I kind of want to do something pinky and bright, but then I'm going to make it a little moody. All right, I think. I'm going to go into the color Paris. It's a bright pink. It's pretty. Oh God, let's get it. Actually, there we go. It's a nice, it's pretty close. So it's a matte color. It's really nice. I'm going to go in with the wide end. And I am going to put this way up here. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in with the magic of video editing. And I'm going to show how pretty, hopefully, how pretty this is once it's zoomed in. It's just this really pretty baby doll pink shadow. I love it. So I'm just going to put this here, leave it really simple. And then I'm going to go in with another pink. I'm wearing pink, right? It's not Wednesday, but sometimes a girl just wants to wear pink. So I'm going to go into Hija, which is a brighter, deeper color. It's this one right here. Real pretty. Go in with the short end of my smudge brush, and I'm going to just go, let's focus here. Pop, 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 up and down. Just bouncing it and putting it on the tip. I'm going to flick it off, and then I'm going to open my eyes nice and big. And I'm going to find that hood and I'm going to swirl, stamp it. I'm going to build as I go. And I'm just going to put this on the outer corner. Did I just block that whole thing? Wow, Amanda. So I'm just going to swirl this on this outer corner here and then blend it. It's so pretty. That's it. That's all I want to do. Same thing over here. I'm going to just swirl this on this outer corner in just a big circle. And I'm making sure it's focused up here on the brow bone because I have this hooded eye and it makes it hard to showcase colors because it just gets lost in the crease if that's where I hold it. So now I just need to make sure they're even high. This is pretty. I don't usually go quite so bold on my pinks. All right, the next color I'm gonna do is Drift, but I wanna show you how I wanna do Drift. I have my makeup everywhere. I hate that. I'm sorry. Okay. So here's Drift. It's a pretty champagne color. You have Sabrina and you have Sabrina and you have Rome. Rome is it's the darker of all of the champagne shimmers and Sabrina is the brightest. And then you have Drift, which is so hard to show. Where are you? There we go. It's right in the middle and it's so pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Versailles. Stay with me here. I'm going to pop this on my finger and I'm going to press this on my lower part of my lid here. Just like that, popping it on. And this is going to create some tackiness. It's not all over my lid. It's just on this lower part here. It's going to create some tackiness. It's going to hold some of that shimmer because they are a lighter flecked shimmer. And I'm going to rub my finger into Drift like that. And then I'm going to press this all over my lid. And it's super pretty. but where I put that Versailles, it's gonna grab it a little more than the rest. It almost turns it two colors. Does that make sense? I hope it does. It almost makes it look like it's two different colors when it's not. And so I'm gonna take this brush. I need a brush cleanup tile. I have a couple just thrown around in different areas, just not here. And I'm just gonna dust this into my crease and blend it into my pinks. Now remember how I was gonna make it just a little bit more moody? Here's where I'm gonna do that. So I'm just flicking off the excess and blending it in to that pink. You could stop here. That could be it. That could be your game, and that's it. I'm gonna switch to the multitasker brush because it has this nice wide end, and I'm gonna go into Philly. Philly's my favorite. It's a brown, it's a chocolate brown. You've got cocoa and you got Philly. I really like Philly, and that's what it looks like. All right, I'm gonna put this on the end of the brush here. I'm gonna grab my tiny mirror. I like having a small mirror in my hand. And I'm going to press this over here and bring it over and out, just like that. And I'm gonna bring this out, and then I'm just gonna blend it out. It's not gonna be a hard line. It's, again, just adding a little bit of moodiness. And I'm gonna bring it out. And then I'm gonna take an empty fluffy brush, which is the eyeshadow brush. There's just nothing on it. I'm gonna blend it. And it's just gonna give, I'm gonna grab a little on the brush, pop it out here. Pop a lot out there, wipe some off, and I'm just gonna blend this out onto this outer corner. And again, it just adds that little bit of moodiness. So you can pick which one you want. You don't have to add Philly. You really don't, but it's fun. Makeup's fun. It's supposed to be fun. If it's not fun, don't do it. That's like me and hair. Ugh, I can't. Hair's not my thing. I don't find joy in doing my hair. I find pain in doing my hair because I'm so bad at it. Makeup brings me joy. Makes me feel like I've got some control. And so I'm just blending this out so that it's not a harsh, it's not like an eyeliner, like a crazy thick eyeliner. And it's just deepening that, there we go, wipe some off. It's just deepening that outer corner with that pink Hija color. Look at how pretty that is. It just deepens things out. Now I'm just giving everything a good blendy poo, blendy poo. So pretty. Let's do eyeliner. I've been loving, on the small end of the multitasker brush, getting it wet with setting spray and going into the Salem powder shadow. So I just get it a little bit wet with some setting spray, and I will tap this onto a towel just to get excess wetness off. That's the right way to say that. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to tap it into Salem. I mean, you could barely see it on there. I'm going to flick it a little bit, and then I'm just going to do on the outer corner, outer lid, a little bit of liner. And I feel like using the multitasker brush gives you a little bit more control because it's really pointy, but it's also very small. So you can do a fine line, you can do a thick line, and it's soft. It applies it in a really soft way, so it's not as harsh as, say, a liquid liner. And because it's an eyeshadow, using the setting spray, I feel like really helps it stay. I haven't had this come off at all. And then I'm gonna get this inner lid here. Same thing here. Now, when I first started doing this, it took me an extra long time to do this. This is eyeliner, because learning to do eyeliner with a wet pointy brush, I'm not gonna lie, it's different, it's hard. Not hard, it's just new. But that's like when you started using Seint makeup. It took you a little longer, and the more you use it, the faster you get. So it's just like doing a liquid liner, but a little bit different. It's nothing like a pencil, but I like it because it's not as flimsy as some of those liquid liners are. So I'm just making it look the way I want it to. I don't put it on my waterline. It causes my eyes to water a little bit, and I think that's because of the powder. So I'm just gonna take what's left of my tiny eyeliner brush, and I'm just gonna tackle this top waterline here. And I'm only going halfway over. I don't need it to go all the way over. And I push it into the lash line also, because I don't like a gap between my lashes and my liner. I just don't. All right, mascara time. I have been missing lash extensions. I tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, when I see somebody with them, well, we're just gonna leave that there for a little bit. When I see people with lash extensions, I miss them sometimes. When I see that, I like having the ones that just are a little cat-eyed and they're like a hybrid between natural and full. So there we go. So I'm just filling this up. I'm gonna leave that there. Now the reason is, I'm just gonna get my lower lash line right here. The reason I'm leaving it there is because if I were to wipe it, it would smear it and it would remove some of my makeup. I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let that hang out for a little bit. I'm going to let it get good and dry, and then we'll be able to get it off with a spoolie. So if you've ever had lash extensions or you have the line brush for your brows, which that's what I use, that's what I have, you're going to want to grab that and you'll chip once it's dry, which mine's almost dry. That's a pretty good amount on my lid there. Once it's dry, you can chip it off with the spoolie. So I'm just, my God, I'm just all sorts of out of sorts here. Okay, so lower lash line here. That's it. So I'm gonna grab my line brush right here. Now I biffed it. I'm gonna let that dry. All right, let's do the dang thing. So there's some, okay, over here. And I'm just gonna take, I need to bend this because I've got, that's what's nice. You can just bend these boys to wherever you want. You're gonna chip it off without taking your makeup off. So I'm just using that to poof, it's gone. Same thing over here. I biffed it right here. I'm just chipping it off with the spoolie, and that's it. I'm gonna take the eyeshadow brush. I usually use the multitasker brush, but I tried this the other day and it was good. I'm gonna use the short end and I'm gonna go into my contour. And I'm gonna contour my lips. I like this one a little better just because it's short and fat, but both work. Your finger will work too. And I'm just gonna shadow under my lip, just like that. Look at that. It's just, do you see how it just, it's good. It's the perfect shadow size. Okay, so I'm just going, not to the corners, but about halfway over between middle to end, right there. Okay, adding a little more, and I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm kind of wiping it on my lip, but definitely above my lip. And this is gonna create a shadow that gives the illusion of a curl. I'm gonna use my finger with that Versailles, and I'm gonna pop this on the corners. And when I put my lipstick on, I just feel like it kind of highlights the color, it gives it some contrast, and it makes your lips pop. It's good. I've been really liking this combination. So this is Maybelline Color Stay Matte Ink. This is the color Dreamer. It's a pretty, pretty pink color. I'm just going full pink today because it's Friday and I want to pick colors you want to do. All right, I'm going to line my lips with this very pink color. Now this is a color stay, so it's going to set. So I use the tip. I do wipe off excess on the tip, and then I'm going to press it together. Not a lot, just a little. I still have plenty. And I'm going to line the bottom. I say press them together then because it's going to set on top. And then and it won't have a good ombre. and I kiss the edges. I don't go outside the line, but I definitely hug the edge. So we had some new releases. When I tell you guys, get these colors, you're gonna want these colors. I mean it. So these were the new releases. These were in the advent calendars. They're so pretty. They're no longer available, but they are so pretty. So when I tell you, hey, grab these colors, they're limited edition, I mean it. This dark one is Ever Red. It's really, really beautiful. It's a berry color. It's so pretty. I tried, I pushed for people to buy this, and people did. But if you missed out, you will have to wait till next December. The other 5 colors, no flippin' idea when they're coming back, if they're coming back or anything. I have no information. I know there's 5 new colors coming out. I don't know what they are. I don't know if any of these are in there. But when I say snag something, can you just listen to me? All right, I'm going to go into Hopelessly Devoted. It's this pink color. It almost has a frostiness to it. It's like a pink frost. It's so pretty. And I'm just going to put this over both my lips. And it's pretty, right? It's a really pretty pale pink. I hate rubbing my lips together and like smacking around and all the things, but that's it. Okay, so that's my eye look and my lip look. If you don't want to contour your lips, you sure don't have to, but I have thinner lips and I like to give the illusion that they're a little bigger than they are, so I like to contour. So that's how I do it. That's it. Have a good day.